Boom. 13 minutes and 41 seconds, man. 13:41. And I would say with the talking and everything, it takes, some of your focus out and trying to adjust. So I probably could have got this done in 10 minutes. All right, some of y'all know what it's like, man. You got the bald head, you've been rocking the hat for a few days, you just ain't felt like shaving it. But then now you got something to really do, and you got to shave, but you got to shave quick. So today we're not doing any face. I'm literally just going to shave my head, and I'm going to do it with the steps that I've done in my other videos. The only difference is we're trying to get it done at record speed, but still have a clean head. And I am using my Coco trimmers, y'all. So I'm going to even make sure that we know there's no cap by having the timer right here, okay? So we're not just calling out some name to make the video sound cool. So here we go. Boom. Clock started. So I'm going to start my line right here, all the way to my ear. Gonna make my bar area from here to here. Okay, so now I have a bald area from here to here. Then we're gonna start at that crown. Gonna come down and going across. Now I have me a hard line right there. I'm gonna now switch the direction of the clipper. And I'm going to take it to the opposite side of the head and create that similar line. All the way down to the top of the ear. Sorry, I know it's hard to see in this mirror. I'm always trying to find a better way to show y'all how I do it. Then I'm going to take these down and clean that area out just like we did the first side. Boom. So we shaved this area to here, shaved this area to here, and then we did this to the ear the same way. So now there's like, okay. Then I'm gonna clean up this bottom area. So I'm literally just going across that bottom. Going all the way to the other side. I know it's tough to see in this camera. Alright. So now I'm going to dust that off a little bit so we could get a clean surface. And then now we're gonna clean up that. So basically I made a whole square of hair right here. I went all the way around it. Now I'm gonna go across and across to get that square off, and then I'm just gonna come down the same way. So I'm kind of cross cutting and not missing any hairs. It's interesting too, just like a lot of people that are bald, I thought of so many different ways to get my hair back, transplants, all that stuff. No diss to anybody, but some of it, a lot of the methods out there, remedies or whatever, are temporary remedies and band-aids, just are not my preference for myself, even though I think they look real cool on some other people. The transplant is the only thing that like strongly caught my attention, but still haven't thought to pull that trigger. Funny thing is, it's funny how God worked because, you know, as I'm thinking of that over the years, I'm noticing a lot of places I go, people compliment my bald head shave. And out of all the videos I've shot, that's like one of the main things people like to talk about. I did a video doing mopping in my shop, showing how business owners or whatever you don't hire. So I was like, well, if you don't have a janitor, you are the janitor. And the dude asked me on there, how often do I shave my head? So, and I had a hat on. So I just think you got to listen to what people want and what you can help them with when you're doing these platforms. So for right now, man, that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about how we get through this, man. None of us want it, but it's here, so how can I manage it the best? So now I'm just going back over, now that I've cleaned everything up, I'm going back over and just kind of doing a proof cleaning, just making sure that everything is nice and even. All right. So then I'm gonna take my brush and dust my clipper blades, my teeth out. Clean off the surface again. And then this time I'm gonna turn the trimmers opposite way. So instead of going down with the scrape, I'm gonna flip them over, and this is how I clean my neck. So I'm literally just having a slight angle because that part of my neck is very sensitive. So I just want to make sure that my neck is totally cleaned up. That corner is kind of tough. So let me see if I can switch hands to help you see a little bit. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. There we go. The hand switch did it, y'all. I've been trying. It's a trip trying to figure out how to do it and show people. So they'll get better, but this is what we got for right now, okay? So I just take it down real low because you get peach fuzz that comes all down here, and it'll look pretty sloppy if you don't get that done. All right, so we got the back done. I'm gonna dust it off. All right, here we go. So now we're gonna get this side right here. I like to go up at an angle. And now I know that past that ear, I already have my line there and it's clean back there, so I don't have to worry so much. Even though I know it's clean, I still go back there just a little bit, just because I just like it to be, I'm a little detail oriented. Okay, so I've gone up at an angle, now I'm going to come downward a little bit. Kind of at the opposite angle, going against the grain. Then I'm going to do a little scrape up. And it just really cleans that area out. You can actually hear it. Then I flip my ear down. I'm cleaning that up behind there because it's the easiest place to miss. I come down where the hairline would be, and then I go over the ear, and I make sure to slightly touch that part above the ear because leaving hair around the ear is pretty ugly too. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so now I'm going to pretty much work this line all the way to the middle, okay? So I'm gonna start in the back. Now remember, I cleaned that crown area up, so I know it's clean back there. So I'm just doing short strokes, and I'm coming to that same line. A lot of people mess up on their bald heads because they start moving all over the place because you're in a rush. Just because I'm in a hurry, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna lose my order in my system, because it'll actually take longer to clean it up, or you just won't clean it up and it'll look bad. So even though it's clean back here, I still cross back there just a little bit. All right, there we go. So now I have a line right down here. So now I'm gonna take that line to this part, okay? Now I'm starting the back right here. This is sensitive up here, so you don't want to push. So you can see that line starting now. And I'm going back over it again. Now I moved up just a little bit. And don't beat yourself up about the line being perfect. You just want to be, very close to where you made the last line right here. So at least you know everything above that is all cleaned out. Now the forehead, you have those invisible peach fuzzes, so definitely go across that really smoothly. Now I'm kind of dragging over the whole head again, just for a proof cleanup. I can see little dark shadow areas like that right there, and I'll go over it again. Now I kind of turned at an angle to cross cut. Okay. All right. Clean those teeth out. Clean that head off a little bit. Now we're going to take the cocoa trimmers. I'm going to do the same thing on this side, okay? Switch hands and I'm hoping that'll help. Okay, so I'm going up right above the ear, right into that area back there that I know is cleaned up. And I'm doing it again. Then I'm coming up slightly, doing the next row. I do it in rows. So we just keep going up in rows. Now I'm going over kind of freestyling in that same angle to just kind of proof cut it. That little area where my hairline would be gets a little dark right there, so I'd like to put focus over there. It's never going to be 100% bald and perfect, but it gives a illusion that it is, at least for that first day and a half. All right, I could even see an area that's a little shadowy right here, so I'm just gonna go over it real quick. Okay, so now I'm back in that area. I'm cross cutting. I'm coming downward at an angle all the way to the ear. I'm moving up. I'm doing rolls again. I'm doing rolls just like I was doing coming up. Going behind that line that I know is there. All right, I'm gonna flip my ear down, go behind that ear, come down where that hairline would be back there, and then same thing, right over the ear. And now I'm gonna scrape up like we did on the other side, and you could actually see it cutting that shadow out of there. And then we're pretty much done on that. I could stop the timer right now, but even in the rush, y'all, never leave your sideburns just chopped. It's just not cool. So just do a slight tap at the top. Don't lay the trimmer on there real tight, and then just pick those little hairs right underneath it just so it blends out a little. You gotta blend that out some. That is not a cool look. To have some just chopped off sideburns. They don't gotta be perfect, but you gotta do something with it. All right, y'all ready to see the time? Here we go. Boom. 13 minutes and 41 seconds, man. 13:41. And I would say with the talking and everything, it takes, you know, some of your focus out and trying to adjust. So I probably could have got this done in 10 minutes. So just being in a rush with some clippers, you can do this in 10 minutes, still following these steps. So I can't talk a lot because I shot this video to help you when you're in the rush shaving, but really, I really gotta go because I really am in the rush. So I hope this video helped. Please like, subscribe, share. Tell me what more y'all want to know about just this maintenance, these processes, what we do with this. You know, there's a lot of men dealing with it and some ladies. So whatever I can do to share, don't be shy, comment in there. But help me grow. Like, share this, share it, subscribe, like. Let's do it. All right, y'all. See y'all soon.